Breaking news for the Miami Dolphins. The team has agreed to a deal with tight end Jonnu Smith after they met with him earlier this week. Now they have reached an agreement. The news broken by ESPN's Adam Schefter. And then maybe 10 seconds later, Ian Rappaport also getting in on it. So the agent has announced the deal. A 2-year deal worth up to $10 million. Now your first thought is, wow, getting $5 million per year for Jonnu. So that's quite a bit of money. I would wager a pretty safe guess that might not be the actual numbers on the detail or on the deal for Jonnu Smith. We'll spend some more time on why I think that is here, but we will have Dolphins free agency covered for you right here on the channel. So if you want more Dolphins news updates, hit that sub button right now. When the report says up to on a contract, it almost always means that's not the real number. That often means there are incentives, other things tacked onto the deal that make it a maximum of $10 million. It probably won't be $5 million per year. And in fact, I would almost certainly say it won't be $5 million on the salary cap this year. It might be more like $3 million maximum. I would bet there are incentives, stuff like playoff wins, stuff like playing time with a playoff win, stuff like Super Bowls, stuff like catches, yards, etc., that are all what we call unlikely to be earned. Meaning that if the player gets it, great, they'll tack it on later. If they don't get it, they don't pay it, and it doesn't count on your salary cap in the short term. And if it is likely to be earned and they don't get it, you get the money back anyway. So you might have to wait a day, maybe even a couple hours, we'll see. But you probably have to wait for the real numbers on the Jonnu Smith contract. And I would also bet there's not that much guaranteed money involved. And if it ends up being a disaster for whatever reason, which I don't think it will be, you can probably get out of the contract after a singular season, move on, cut your losses, and go try again at the tight end spot. So with that in mind, grade the signing of Jonnu Smith for me. A, B, C, D, or F. It's the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Now, acknowledging that I don't yet know the actual nitty-gritty details, I'm going to guess if it goes the way I assume, it'll probably be about a B. It's not a home run signing. It's not like you just signed the next Travis Kelce or anything crazy. But I would argue this is an upgrade in terms of talent, impact, and ability at a position of need. The Dolphins didn't get really anything of note out of the tight end room, and now I think they have some upside to get more from that spot. As things sit currently, the tight end depth chart will now look like this. Jonnu Smith is going to be tight end 1, very obviously. Look, he's not a dynamic blocker. He's not a premier one. He might even be a slight liability, but he is an athletic tight end. And you want some of that ability over the middle, down the seams, etc. Durham Smythe is a much better fit as a tight end too. And given what you're paying him, that's perfect. Then, you can keep trying to develop Julian Hill. Tanner Connor's on the roster. I don't think Kroft's going to come back, especially with the Smith signing now made official. It also necessarily wouldn't preclude you from going out and adding a draft pick at tight end if the right one comes available. Maybe you focus on other spots instead, but this is the low-cost, non-comp pick impacted signing that teams like the Dolphins, with their salary cap situation, are going to try to pull off. More on Jonnu Smith to come, but first, today's show is made possible by Game Time. You shouldn't have to worry about buying tickets to your next big event. At least it's not the same level of worry that maybe you are about the Dolphins off-season. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. With killer last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their best price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying tickets. You can see the view from your seat before you buy, so you know what to expect when you arrive. You can move your phone around, almost like a live photo, and actually know what's going to be around you at your seat. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event, even an hour after it starts, so you know you're getting a great deal. Download the Game Time app, create your account, and use code FINSCHAT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply, but create your account and redeem code PHINS CHAT for $20 off. Link will be in the comment section and the description, and the promo code, of course, will be down there as well. We appreciate Game Time sponsoring us here at Dolphins Today. Let's look at what Jonnu Smith has done. He has had an adventurous career in recent years. He had shown flashes after being a semi-early round pick, early round pick, enough at least, in Tennessee. Had 448 yards, 8 touchdowns. The Patriots gave him a 4-year, $50 million deal along with Hunter Henry to be the dynamic duo at tight end, and it did not work. He struggled. Then he reunited with Arthur Smith, who was his Titans offensive coordinator, then the Falcons head coach, and in what was kind of a hilarious outcome, Jonnu Smith was heavily involved in the Falcons offense in 2023. He had 582 yards. That's pretty impactful results for a guy that was, supposed to be tight end 2, ended up with 3 fewer catches than Kyle Pitts did. He actually, by the way, in terms of yardage, was the team's number 3 receiver last year. Drake London had 900. Kyle Pitts had 667. Jonnu Smith had 582. Running back Bijan Robinson, 487. Then Matt Collins was 5th with 251. Now, I don't know if you're going to get quite that level of production, given how much correctly you want to feed players like Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, but adding Smith gives you a more dynamic option at tight end. It is an upgrade, and it's not that expensive. Maybe this ends up looking like $3 million this year, and $5 or $6 million next year, and $1 million or $2 million of incentives to get to the up to $10 million figure. So give me your one-word reaction to the signing of tight end Jonnu Smith. One word and one word only. Go ahead and sound off for me in the comments. My one word is solid. Arthur Smith, maybe his one word is tears, since he didn't get to get his old buddy back together again. This fills the starter void. You're taking care of one of your needs and crossing it off your list. You have a tight end. It's not expensive enough that it's going to stop you from doing the other things you are trying to do this offseason. That's smart. It's a good organizational structure then, if you are the Miami Dolphins. By the way, this does add even more speed to one of the fastest playmaking groups in the NFL. Jonnu Smith ran a 4.62 40-yard dash at the Combine several years ago. Now, you might not quite have the same juice he once did, but as far as tight ends go, that's an awesome, awesome speed. So 2 years, $10 million, up to that $10 million figure for Jonnu Smith, the first of several moves to come here for the Miami Dolphins in free agency.